right, welcome everyone. For those of you who have never, looked at this channel or seen any of the couple of videos I did a couple years ago on it, my name is Dale, and this is Adventures with Dale. So today I'm on an adventure, and if you could see behind me there, this is the adventure I'm on. I'm on a overnight fishing trip that I've decided, it's a beautiful day, and this is a good place to fish, and I just decided to get away and come up here, camp for the night, and do some fishing. In a second here, I will get you out and we'll walk around a little bit, kind of show you what's going on and all that kind of good stuff, and explain to you what's happening and all that good stuff here. So where I am at is this is the water you see behind me is what they call Pelican Bay, and in the background as you're watching the video, if you see these big birds flying back around, that's what they are, they're pelicans. There went one just now. I'll try to get you some close-up shots of them because they come right up here and they're all over the place in here. But this is, it's Klamath Lake. Now I'm in, outside of Klamath Falls, Oregon, and this is the biggest lake in the state of Oregon. It's a man-made lake. They, I don't know, made this lake like 100 years ago or something like that. What they did is they dammed up the Klamath River, which flowed out of here and down into, and it empties into the ocean in Northern California. So I don't know if any of you guys have watched any of the news from around here. If you're not a local, you probably didn't pay any attention to it, but the Native Americans have been fighting for years to get rid of all the dams that they've had on it. There's like 5 or 6 dams between California to up here in Klamath Falls where they've got the big dam that backed up the water to make this lake. They finally succeeded in getting all those dams tore out, so the river now is open to the ocean, except here, when you get to Klamath Falls here, the dam is still there, and there's no way they're going to take that dam out because it'll drain this lake. And this is the biggest lake in Oregon, but it is the main water source for thousands and thousands of acres of ranch land and farmland and stuff. Without this river, this whole part of the state would disappear. It would blow away in a dust storm within a year. So it'll never happen. What I'm up here doing is I'm fishing for what they call red band rainbow trout. Now, where those came from is they are a crossbreed between salmon and just regular rainbow trout. When this river went all the way to the ocean, 1,000 years ago, whenever this all happened, the salmon would come all the way up here. They got all up here into all these tributaries and all over the state here, where all the rivers, this whole mountain range here drains into the Klamath River, and then eventually goes out to the ocean. Well, the salmon and the trout are basically the same fish. The salmon are just sea run, and the trout stay freshwater. They don't migrate down into the ocean. So, but when they spawn at the same time. So when the salmon would come up the river to spawn and get all mixed up all over everywhere around here, the rainbow trout were in there, doing their thing all over. So they crossbred, which then genetically made the what they call the red band rainbows. So they get huge. I caught one here about 3-4 days ago. I got a 24-inch one. It was over 4 pounds, almost 5 pounds. You know, basically a rainbow trout or a salmon, whatever you want to call it. But they're big. So what's going on now is this time of year, all along here in this area here, all these rocks and all this stuff that's in here, there's a mountain right behind us here that comes down, and it's tumbled down in here. And these little minnows, they're chubs or shiners or whatever they are, suckers, I don't know, they come up here into this rock bank all along here, and they spawn. So of course, trout being a predator, they move in after them. This is like a smorgasbord for them. So they come in out of the lake here this time of year, and they gorge on all these little minnows that are just everywhere around here. So for the next couple weeks, it is really good trout fishing up here. This is a Monday afternoon, so I chose this on purpose, so there won't be anybody here. There's a little campground up there. I'm going to stay overnight here, and so I can fish really, really early in the morning. I'm not sure if I'm going to go back up to the campground, which is just, I don't know, quarter of a mile right up the road, or just stay here. I think if I stay here, well, even if I go to the campground, I'm going to get a lot of wildlife around me. I've been here before where there have been deer. They just walk down the road, just right by you. They don't even care. They just walk along. They're all over in the woods up there. You know, there's all kinds of little critters. This is a really, really cool place. I love coming up here. I've been fishing up here for years, and I just love it. Look, how can you not like the scenery? Look it out there. We'll take a walk up here and back, and I'll kind of show you around, show you the water. If you see, I don't see them right now because the sun's kind of going down, or not down, but behind some clouds. But out here in the water, if when you're looking out there, if you see like a little white dots here and there, that's probably all you're going to see. Those are the pelicans. But they fly right back and forth here all the time. If when I'm out here with the camera, and here goes one right now. I don't want to move the camera, but maybe it'll, nah, it's too high. No, yeah, I don't think you saw that one. But if I see one like that when I've got the camera in my hand, we'll get a shot of that and stuff. So I got a line out right now, but all I got on it, there goes another one right there. Can you see that one? Is it? I don't think so. Dang it. Oh, he looks like he's gonna land. I've had those things come after fish. Last year I broke a fish off here, and it was out there out in the water splashing around because it was trying to get the lure out of its mouth. And there was pelicans out there. They saw that. They come out of the water. They can leave the water in one flap of the wings. They're airborne, and they boom right where that fish was. And then the fish would be over there, and it would splash around, and then boom. It was pretty cool. I'd like to get that on camera, but all the good shots, you never have the camera. So, well, anyways, let's do that. Let's just kind of walk up and down here. The sun's went behind the clouds. Looks like a bunch of clouds coming in, which might help me with the fishing. I didn't expect to even consider getting a fish for at least a couple hours yet. But let's just walk up and down, and I'll kind of show you around, and just let you see where I'm at here. Okay. If you can see that point that sticks out up there, what they call this is Eagle Ridge here. This is Spence Mountain, and it's they call this part Oh, I thought I heard a car. Eagle Ridge around here, and we might and might not, and probably, like I just said before, there's one right. Can you see him? Where is he? I don't know if you can see him on the camera, but there goes an eagle. This is full of eagles up here. But this goes out, if you go around that point out there, you go out into the main part of the lake out there. It's pretty good fishing out there too, but you pretty much need the boat. I don't know, can you see that white thing moving in the background? Yeah, I can see it. So that is a pelican. And then way out there, you probably can't see that one sitting on the water. Yeah, there he goes. That's another pelican. So there's, I'm not sure what they call that mountain, but that one right there with the snow on it, that is Mount McLaughlin. There's a bunch of good fishing up there. There's lakes all over up in the mountains up there, and they're all full of fish. This stuff is just all part of the Cascade Mountain Range. You know, it's beautiful here. This is just you know, this would be like a place where a guy'd want to, you know, have a little cabin and be able to live. But here you see the rocks. This is what I was talking about. These go out into the water quite a ways. So those little fish come up here, and they get in those rocks to lay their eggs and stuff, to, you know, to protect them from obviously the predators. So that's what the trout are doing. They're up here feeding on this. This little kind of area like this, they all the way up to that point I was showing you. There's a bunch of little pullouts like this, and guys are usually fishing all along up here. But to me, I found that this is the best spot right here. I don't bother going any farther at all. The farther up that road you go, the worse the road gets, and you get too far up there, and you better hope that you can back up your car real good, because you're not turning around. They even got a sign up there that says don't go any further. If you got a trailer, get out of here. Don't come up here anymore, you know, and stuff. But these are just places. This is my fishing spot. I'll kind of show you the different places where I fish. Right there, you see that rock with the white on it? That's one of the places I stand. And the reason I have these places picked out, here's another good one right here. This one's got a lot more room. I usually stand here. Is you have to have a spot. If you hook a fish, you got to be able to net it. So some of these places, the rocks go way out, and you can't, you know, you can't be getting a net in there. And man, you got to be careful on these rocks. I've fallen a couple times, and I'm old. You know, I could get stuck up here and die if I get hurt. So I have to be real careful. That's a good rock to fish there. See, like this crap here, you don't want to be down there. You hook a big fish, you get excited, you start jumping around, next thing you know, you're laying in the lake. And like I said, believe me, I've done it a couple times. No matter how many fish I've caught here, when you hook one, it's like, ooh boy, there, you got a fish. Oh yeah, there's one right, I don't know if you can see in that little kind of puddle there, there's an old dead minnow there. So a bird or something must have been down there. Now, here we got somebody coming. I'm going to shut the video off for a minute, and then we'll get right back. Okay, well, they went by. Some young guys, I don't know, I thought I saw some fishing poles in their truck, I don't know. Might be just up here to drink beer or something. Nice truck though. So anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, this is where you can see along here. You don't want to fish here. You could stand up here on this road and fish, but you'll never land a fish. You're not pulling one of these big trout up over that rock pile. You got to get down there and get them in the net. So my last spot I go to is right, where is it? Right there. I crawl down there and I can get a pretty good foothold, and there's not any rocks right out in the water, so I can get a, I can land one here. I've caught fish right off that little weed thing right there. Up, there's a loon, another loon. One of the signs you look for when you come up here to fish is you look for the birds. If the water birds are in here feeding, that means the minnows are in here. They're in here chasing the minnows. So if the minnows are in here, that means the trout are in here chasing the minnows. So you got to watch for birds. If there aren't any birds, there's no fish. You might as well go home. That's how I look at it. So anyways, let's go back. I'm going to walk back up to the car, hang out. Maybe I'll cast some lures again now that it's clouded up and it won't be as, sunny, sun beating down on the water, because that's never any good for trout fishing. So anyways, I'm going to do that, and then, we'll get back to you here in a little bit. And if I think the fish are going to start to bite, oh, poor little snake. There's a lot of garter snakes up here. They actually feed on those minnows. I saw one actually go into the water and get a minnow and come back out and lay up on the bank and eat it. That was pretty weird. So anyways, I'm gonna walk up here, check my bait pole, maybe grab my, casting rod and start tossing a lure again and see if anything wants to bite. Okay guys, want to show you, hook your little peepers on this. Okay fellas, the fish are biting. This is about a 24. I've lost 3 other ones since I was doing the other part of the video. This is the 4th one I've hooked. This one swallowed the freaking lure. But here's where they're at. Yeah, baby! Okay guys, here's the second one I got in about 3 casts after I just showed you the first one. Man, these some bitches are biting now. I got to get back to the lake. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a little breather right now. The fishing really hit there for about, I don't know, half hour or so. I think I lost 3 for sure. I think 4 actually that I couldn't get in the net, and then I got the 2 that you've already seen. But now things have changed a little bit. The wind is still blowing, so the lake is still choppy, which is okay. But the sun came back out, the sky cleared up, so it's like a mirror on the water. So that's driving the fish back. They're not gonna bite until we get some more clouds or it starts getting dark or something. So I'm going to take a little break. Had some pretty exciting there for a minute. I'm going to point you down there for a second and see if you can see the pelican cruising up here. I don't know if you can see them or not. I'm having a hard time seeing the camera because of the sun too. But they're moving in out here. There's 3-4 of them coming in here, which tells me they're hunting. Oh yeah, down there you won't be able to see them, but I can see 3 white blobs down there. So they're moving in here, which is hunting, and they'll grab them big trout. They don't have a problem scooping them things up. But we'll keep you posted. Like I said, I think I'm going to take a little break. I'm getting tired of climbing on the rock piles. Okay guys and gals and all you little peeps, I'm having a hard time. There's a big old pelican just floating on by out there. I'm having a hard time seeing if I can see him in the camera. I think I can see him out there. But he's just cruising along, but he's not hunting. Usually when the pelicans hunt, they bob their heads all the time. You can see them doing that. They stick their head down and look around. Apparently they can see pretty good underwater. He's just swimming along. He's probably going back up towards way up there in the end. There's a whole bunch of, it's like swamp up in there. There's a lot of reeds and everything. There's one up there. You see him? Oh, yeah, right in the sun. Yeah, the birds are moving in here. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get any more fish tonight or not. There's no clouds coming in. I'm going to have to wait till almost dark. Then they might start hitting again, but we'll see. I'm spending the night, so what else am I going to do? I just wanted to try to get that pelican on the film. So we'll get back to you. If I don't see you anymore tonight, I'll be first thing in the morning, daylight. We'll be back up fishing and we'll see what we can do. Okay, everybody, I'm kind of winding down for the evening. I got my fire going. I'm sitting here by the lake. Doesn't really get any better than this. I'm not going to fish anymore tonight because the sun's not going to go away till it drops over the mountains, and so I'm just going to hit it first thing in the morning, daylight. I'm going to be out, see if I can get a couple more, and I'm just going to sit here by the fire right now and just relax and take it easy and enjoy the scenery and the waves and the water and the sunlight and all that cool stuff. So I will just see you in the morning, and hopefully the fish will be biting early. Okay guys, I just wanted to give you a little shot here, a quick shot of almost sunset. Sun's going to drop behind the mountains. I'm going to pan you around here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Oh yeah, there you can. There's the sun's almost over the mountains. There we go. I'm going to spend the night here. I'm going to sit here by the campfire for a while. Just relax, take it easy, and then we're going to get back to you in the morning. Okay guys and gals and everybody else, I just wanted to show you my camper. So this is it. This is the back of a Chevy Tahoe. This is where I go camping. I don't, I've traveled across the country several times in this vehicle. I've gone to Texas twice. I've gone to Wisconsin twice. I live in Oregon, so you can figure out the mileage. And I don't spend any money on motels. I don't do any of that stuff. What I do is I stay in the back of my Tahoe. And it's great. I love it. It's the best camping thing you can do. It's free. I just wanted to show you that. This is my big old sleeping bag and my goodies and food and fishing tackle and everything's in here, and I got plenty of room. You know, you can't beat this. If you want to go camping for free, this is what you do. Get yourself a SUV and just go camping. So I'm going to sign off for tonight. The sun's went down. It's getting kind of cold. I'm going to climb in, probably just watch some videos, maybe find some munchies to eat, and I will see you in the morning. Morning, everybody. Well, I'm up. Made it through the night. Wasn't too bad. I didn't get cold until this morning. it's not really that cold out, but I think, you know, just sleeping in the back of the old car here with no heat, I kind of got a chill. But I slept pretty good, you know. So I'm gonna go and hit it now, see if there's any fish this morning, and I guess we'll just see what happens. Hopefully I get another one or two, and the birds are out. That was a pelican there, so they're out flying around already. So I guess it's just time to get at it. Let's see what happens this morning. Okay guys, got another one here this morning. Yeah, I got kind of dirty, but I'll give you a look at this one. Okay, there's another one. That's about a 24. That's a big fat one. That thing will probably go over 4 pounds. So maybe they're starting to hit. This one I think's been playing with me this morning. Though this thing has hit 2 or 3 times, and I haven't been able to land it. So I got it now anyway. Okay guys, look at the size of this one. Oh my God, that is probably the biggest fish I've landed in this lake, well, probably ever. I've had some big ones like this on before that have gotten off, but this one, boy, this one had the hook in it. So the only way it was going to get off is if it was going to break the line. So holy crap, that's a big fish. That's got to be, that's over 6 pounds, that one. It's probably close to 30 inches. Man, that thing's big. Yeehaw! I think I'm going to put it tore the lure up on this one too. Both the fish I've caught today now have ripped the shreds out of the lure, but they were both hooked up good. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one in there. I don't know how much longer I'm going to fish. My hands are like numb, so I can hardly tie lures on, but I got to get this one off the hook and in the cooler. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it quits for today. I got two out of 3 today. I lost one and hooked 2 and landed the biggest fish I've caught out of this lake. So I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm tired. I'm getting a headache because I haven't had any coffee. I got an 1.5-hour drive home. My fingers are numb. All that good stuff. So before you click off, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, and you know, give me a thumbs up, and share it with your friends too. If you got fishing buddies and want to see a good fishing video, you know, share it with them. And I'm going to try to do more videos this summer on this Adventures with Dale channel. I do have another channel, Scrapyard Rescue, where I do car stuff, that if you're interested in that, you can, you know, watch some of my videos on that channel too. But the sun's coming around. It's going to hit the water here pretty soon, and that'll probably be about the end of the fishing anyway. No, turn the camera here if you can get there. I think you can see the mountain up there. One last shot of the mountain with the sun shining on the snow. So anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.